So we know it always starts with building and controlling your audience. Let's talk about that today. Hey there, my name is Chris Hughes, and in this video we're going to talk about building and controlling your audience. And the reason that we use the word control is because we can build up all of these audiences all over. We can build them on Facebook, we can build them on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, every social network that exists. We have the opportunity to leverage their users and create an audience there, right? So the idea is that we can leverage these existing platforms in order to build up our own audience. And our own audience is something that we personally own, something that, if Facebook shuts your page down for whatever reason, or YouTube shuts your channel down, that you won't lose out on, the hard work, the audience that you've built up. And this always starts with building up an email list. And if you're not familiar with email lists, they're a little overwhelming at first because realistically, there's always a banter back and forth between people who do marketing where you blast emails out to your email list every single day. There's other people who are maybe once a month, twice a month. And the idea here is to just keep in contact with your audience. You're ideally trying to find those diehard fans, the people who are absolutely incredibly crazy about your product, your service, your message. And when you're building up these audiences, what you can do is you can leverage your own email list to kind of spike the algorithms across all of the networks by sending an influx of traffic, which traffic are just people's eyeballs going to the content. So what you want to ideally do is make sure, for instance, if you're building up YouTube, right now I'm building up a YouTube presence, I'm spending money to build an audience to get in front of people so that I can find people who like me, who like my content, and people who will eventually become buyers of products and services I recommend. So the idea here is I'm spending money on YouTube to build up an audience like you. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that button so that you can become a part of the community. And once you're a part of that, I'm going to eventually get you onto an email list. And then my personal thoughts on this are, I'm not the greatest at email marketing. I try to send out emails a couple times a week, but I often, forget to do it. So I do need to find somebody else to kind of help out with keeping me on top of that, making sure I just put it into my routine, making sure it's something that I do every single day. But the idea is I'm building up a community, you being a part of the community, and my intention is to get you onto the email list so that way when I release a new video, YouTube doesn't always tell people unless you're on the notification group. And that's the little bell icon down below, so click that to get on the notification. But what happens is I can send an email out to, let's say I have 1,000 people who are true fans of me, and what'll happen is they'll click through, they'll go over to YouTube, and then they can start interacting with the video. They can say whether they like this video, whether they don't like this video, they can upvote it or they can downvote it. It all depends on if the message resonates with them. And if I didn't have the email list, I would just rely on YouTube's algorithm to hopefully give me, more views, more subscribers, all of that. But if you're building up your own audience, something that you control, aka the email list, you can have some form of control for this. If YouTube blocks your channel or they delete your channel, you can redirect people over to a Facebook video you have, or a Pinterest post, or even your own blog, or a sales funnel, whatever it happens to look like for your particular business. It's so easy to actually start implementing this because it's just sending people to an opt-in form where you can get some kind of a free gift or free course or something of value, something that's going to help you grow your business or grow as a person, or free product depending on what your particular business is. Can't address all businesses in one video, but the idea is to get people from this platform like YouTube to click a link down below to go off of YouTube onto an email list. So that way you can follow up, and then for instance, if I have a product that I really like and something that's helping me, I can recommend it to you. So for instance, there's a video course that teaches how to build and rank YouTube videos. So if I'm teaching you about building audiences on YouTube, I could recommend that product to you. And I will actually, if you're on my email list, you'll get an email about Video Ranking Club. And I will include that in the comments down below too, because that helps with understanding how to build audiences through YouTube. But the entire purpose of this is to remember that you do need to focus on first building, and then second is going to be, controlling the audience. And it's not puppet master control. It's owning the data. So owning someone's email list. They raised their hand and said, yes, you can send me an email. I want to learn more. I'm curious about your product or your service. And that's with an email list. So what I want you to do now, of course, is there's gonna be a link down below that you can click that will get you onto my email list so that you can start to, get more emails from me. And then hopefully we'll get to know each other a little better, and you can become part of the community. So thank you so much for watching. There's gonna be a free gift right now. As of this recording, I don't know what it's gonna be. I'll make it something, probably like a members area, so it'll be actually helpful for you. It'll give you a bunch of tutorials and things for free that'll help you with growing your business. So click that down below. If you haven't subscribed, click subscribe as well. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.